Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's IN.FORM Coaches webinar. My name is Shandy Hatfield, and I work here at Nature Sunshine's home office, and we're so glad to have you back. We had a little break with Success Week last week, but we're back and ready to roll. So we have something new to actually announce today. We have a new IN.FORM Coach portal that we are going to take you on a tour of. It will be a new way that you can report your groups and keep track of those. So let's go ahead and jump in. So just as a reminder, as we go along, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to type those in, and we'll make sure to save some time at the end of today's webinar to answer those. Also, I've put a copy of today's slides as a handout that you can download, so you can access that right there on your panel. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So we have a brand new Coaches portal for you. It will be available starting tomorrow morning. So we wanted just to introduce you to it and let you get familiar with how it works, and then tomorrow it will be ready to roll and you'll be able to go in and start using it. So basically this is going to be your IN.FORM home on Nature Sunshine website. Everything is going to live on your new Coaches portal. So just some of the features that will be available on your new portal, you'll be able to upload and manage your groups. You'll be able to view those and keep track of them. You'll also be able to upload and manage any participants that you have in your groups. And we will do a full tour of the site and how everything works. So this is just a quick overview before we jump into that tour. You'll also be able to see if you've qualified for IN.FORM promotion. So whether it's a start your group promotion with 5 participants, you'll be able to see that really clearly. Also, if you've earned INSPIRE points, it will let you know if you've qualified, had a qualified group. Also, this is something brand new. You'll be able to track BioTracker data and participant progress, including things like graphs and an easy-to-print format for your participants. So that's something new that we're excited to show you. There also is a feature where you'll be able to suggest products for each participant. It will be really simple for you to suggest which items should be a part of their program, and then also really simple for participants to order those. So we'll show you that as well. There also, this is brand new, there will be an additional portal for your participants. So there will be a spot on Nature Sunshine where they can come and view their information. Also, you'll be able to access all of your IN.FORM resources. Those will be available right in your portal, and it will be very simple to access on our website. All right, so there's just one other thing I forgot to add to the list here is IN.FORM Challenge. All of the IN.FORM Challenge registration and tracking will be available through our new portal information. So before we jump into the tour, I do have a couple of new terms or definitions that you will see when we do the tour of the portal. So I just want to make sure that all of those are clear. So the first one is a rolling group, which we've talked about that before on the webinar, but I just wanted to be sure that it was clear. A rolling group is a group that allows participants to join on any week. So you may start your group with 5 participants, but you have people get interested as you go along, and so you would allow them to join anytime that they're interested and excited. Also, a rolling group, they cover all of the modules, so you go through 1 through 13, and then you just start back over at 1 and you keep going. So it's just an ongoing group that constantly is going. And in the past, with our reporting system and our promotions, they haven't really been set up to handle rolling groups. And so with our new portal, I'll show you how, but they are it is very capable of handling those rolling groups and will be really simple for you to use. Okay, a couple more definitions. This one is a brand new term. It is called a cycle. A cycle is defined as each time your rolling group completes the 13 modules is considered a cycle. And this is important because there are some different things tied to this that we'll explain as we go through the portal. So each time that you complete modules 1 through 13 and you have participants in your group is considered a cycle. Also, you are probably aware with our promotions that we've had going on right now, in order to qualify for a Start Your Group promotion, you've had to have 5 new people. And so in our new portal there, you will see qualified participants that will be shown. And how we define a qualified participant is they are a new participant, or they're someone who hasn't participated in IN.FORM within the last 12 months. So those are the participants that would count towards the different promotions that we offer. So that's a qualified participant. So let's go ahead and jump right in and take a tour of the portal. I am going to bring over the web browser so that you can all see that. All right, so when you come to the coaches portal, this is what you will see. And this actually will be right in the menu under the IN.FORM section. So it will be really easy to get to, and it is exclusive content just for coaches. So you'll need to be logged in under your Nature Sunshine account in order to access this. So when you first come here, you'll see your information. You'll see your name, your phone number, and your email address, and also a spot for a profile picture. So let's just go ahead and go through these. So you're able to edit your information. So if you want to change how your name is displayed for your participants, if you want to put a different phone number than the one that is on your NSP account or a different email address, that's totally fine. You can just update it here. You also have the option to share your contact information with your participants. I would recommend that you do, just in case they need to get a hold of you. That will be available to them on their version of the portal. Also, just one thing to note, if you do update any information here, this doesn't save it on your NSP account. This is just specific for the coaches portal. So if you did want to change your email address, you would need to also go into your account in order to do that. So once you've made any changes, you can go ahead and hit submit. Also, you can add a profile picture. So let's just go ahead and show you how that works. It's really simple. You just click on that little photo button. You choose a file, and we'll go ahead and upload a picture of me there. All right, so then you've got your picture, and so your participants would be able to see that, and they'd know, hey, that's my coach. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do on this page is we are going to look at our IN.FORM group. So this is a spot where you can register any new IN.FORM groups that you add to your schedule. You also can edit or view existing group information. So let's take a look here. We've got already a group, Monday's lunch group. You can see that it meets Mondays at 12 at noon, so it will display that. You also will see how many participants that you have in your group. So it looks like we've got 2, and those 2 participants are qualified participants, which if you remember, a qualified participant is either a brand new person, a brand new IN.FORM person, or they haven't participated in IN.FORM in the last year. You also will see your current cycle. So if you remember, the cycle is every time that you complete 13 weeks. So let's say that Monday's lunch group is a rolling group. So we start and we go through the 13 weeks, and then once we get back to week 1, we still have participants that have joined our group and are still actively going. So this counter would change to a 2, so we would be on the 2nd cycle. And why we really care about that is it all has to do with the promotions and the I.INSPIRE points. Every time that you complete a cycle that has at least 5 qualified participants in it, you can be eligible to receive the product prizes that we send out. You can qualify to receive those again as long as you've added 5 new people. So that's what the cycle means. It also will show you which module you're on. So, and it just goes in order by week. It will show you the location of your meeting. And actually it's a hyperlink, so if you click on it, it will give a map of where that's at. So our meeting is here at Nature Sunshine. All right, and a couple other things. You can edit. This is an edit button to go in and edit your IN.FORM group. So we'll pull that up and take a look at that. So if we wanted to change the location or anything like that, the time, we could always go in and do that right there on the edit button. This photo button is to submit your group photo. So once you take that photo of your group with everybody in it, you will just come right here and you will upload the picture. So you choose the file, and I don't think I have a group picture saved, but anyway, you choose that file and then go ahead and hit upload and it will save that for you. Also, if you ever needed to delete a group, you can just hit that delete button and you can do that. So it looks like whenever you have participants in it, it won't let you delete those until you move them over into a new group. So just to be aware of that. The other piece that we've got here is the promotion. So this will show your status if you've qualified for the promotion. So if we click on that, it will tell us where we're at. So the requirements to qualify either for the Start Your Group promotion or for the INSPIRE points are that you need to submit a photo of your current group. And then as soon as we do that, that's going to show up with a little green check mark right here. And then you must have 5 or more qualified participants. So it will tell us where we're at right now. We have 2. So as soon as we have both of those things accomplished, then this message will change and tell you that you've earned the promotion. So this is the IN.FORM group table. One thing that I do want to show you is actually how you upload a group when you have a new one. So you come to this really simple form, and what we'll do is we will come up with a group name. So we will call this our webinar group. And it is today, and then we'll set the time. So you've got a little slider right here that you just drag along. So 11 a.m. was when our webinar started, so we'll go ahead and put that as the time. We will put the location's name, so we'll just put Nature Sunshine's address in here really quick. All right, and then also you've got this group schedule message. And so really what this message is intended for is any time that you have an exception of when your group is going to meet or a note that you want to pass along about the schedule, you can type this here, and then I'll show you where it appears on the participant portal. So you can go ahead and type a message there if you want, or you can leave it blank. And then we can either submit and close, or we can submit and go right into adding participants. So I'm going to go ahead and submit and close just so that I can show you what the participant table looks like. All right, so you can see here's the group we just added. We don't have any people in it yet. Just one other benefit of this is at a quick glance, you can see exactly all the groups that you have going on. All right, so let's go down to the IN.FORM participants. So this is where you are going to add your participants into a group. So I've already added a couple of participants in there earlier today. So let's just take a look here. So you will see their name. You'll see the day that they started. You'll see the group that they're a part of. I mentioned earlier in the slides that we now will be able to track BioTracker data. So it will tell you when that was last submitted, and I'll show you in just a moment where we can access that. I also mentioned that we can recommend products for our participants. So this will let us know if we have done that, yes or no. All right, and then we can edit their information. We can click here to edit, or we can click right on their name to edit. When you add a new participant, they will receive a welcome email that will give them a link to access their participant portal. So if for any reason, if they ever lose track of that and we need to resend it, you can just click on that little email button. Or if you ever need to delete somebody from your group, you can just click on that little trash can. So that's the participant table, let's show you how to add a new person into your group. All right, so what you'll do is you will select which group they are a part of. So let's go ahead and add somebody that's part of our webinar group. Participant type. So this is where you are going to say if they are a new participant or if they are somebody that is repeating. So you can select that right here. We'll go ahead and add a new participant. Also, you can include if they are an assistant coach. So if you have another coach in your group or somebody that is helping you that wants to become a coach, you can go ahead and select yes, that they're an assistant coach, or you can put no. Also, you can select if they're a member, yes or no. So if they're a member, we'll always want to make sure that we enter this in so that they'll be able to access the portal information. The market is always going to default to the United States, and then we'll go ahead and put in their account number. So let me just put in one here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add our friend. We'll say this is Scott Terry's account, just for testing. So the phone number is optional, but we do require the email because we want everybody to access the portal, and they'll need the email address in order to get that welcome email. You can select the language so that they get the email in the correct language. Also, you can select the measurement type if you want to use the U.S. system or the metric system. Most of us use the U.S. system here, so it defaults to that. And then we can go ahead and either save and add another person, or we can go ahead and save and close. So I'm going to go ahead and save and close that. All right, so we've added Scott Terry right here as a new participant, so you can see him there. All right, just a couple of other things on this page that I wanted to show you. You do have a spot here where you can share an inspirational message with your group. This will actually display for them on their portal. So you can type in a quote, or if you want to just have some little bit of motivation that will show to them, you can go ahead and do that and then hit the submit button. Also, there's one other thing I wanted to show you. Your coach's resources, they are actually going to live at the bottom of this page. So you've got button links here that will go to the different resources that you have available. So you have your training and resources. This will go over to the page where you can view the training webinars or get the downloadable resources and things like that. The promotions page will lead to the details about the monthly Start Your Group promotion that you can access there. Reorder supplies, if you click on that, you can easily reorder any participant manuals or forms or food journals or anything that you might need there. There also is a link to access your downline reports. So you'll click there and it will take you over to those. And then there's a link to get over to the e-store. So the goal was just to make it really simple for you to know which different resources are available and make it really easy to access those. So it will be much more simple. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over to one of the participant detail pages. Let's jump over to this new person that we've just created. So we'll give that a second to load up. All right, so we've got the participant details page. So what you can see here is there's a spot where you can add address or email. There also is a spot where you can add in a phone number if you'd like. There also is a spot where we could add a photo. The participant can do it, or you could add one themselves. It will say their status, if they've registered for the IN.FORM challenge or not. That will display there. And let's take a look at the BioTracker data. This is one part that I am just really excited about, is being able to keep track of that. So for each week, there is a spot where we can enter the BioTracker data. We just click on this little field right here. So what we'll do from there is we can just go ahead and put in the date. We can go ahead and enter in the weight and the body fat. And I'm just going to make up some numbers here, so these are not real. Just so that you can see what that looks like on the graph. So we'll go ahead and submit that, and then you will see that will appear on the graph. You also can have this, there's this little drop-down menu where you can look at all of the different readings. Oh, one other part that I want to mention is there is a spot where you can enter goals. So if you go right here where it says Enter BioTracker Goals, it will allow us to enter those goals. So let's go ahead and put in some different things there just so you can see what that looks like on the chart. So then you'll know how you're tracking with that goal. And then as we go along and we put in the next week's information, we can go ahead and enter that real quick. And then this will appear on the graph, a little line. So as you go along, you'll be able to really track that progress. Okay, so one other thing that's really great is you can actually view all graphs on one page. So if we click those, they would be able to look at all their graphs at once, where they're at, and if they wanted to print off this page or if you wanted to do that for them, you're able to do that. So that's another really great feature of this. Okay, so a couple of other things that are available on this page, and this is really the page you would go to in order to access the information for your individual participants. So you can share a personal message with Scott Terry that will appear on his portal. So if we want to say, like, way to go, Scott, you can do it, and submit that, that will appear on his portal. All right, and then this is the coach product recommendation section. So this is another really awesome part of this new portal, is that you'll be able to recommend products to your participants, so it's really simple for them to know which protein they should order or which cleanse, because you could give them a suggestion. So there's a couple of things you can do here. We've got our IN.FORM product packs already in place. So if you wanted them to take the Ignite pack, which has got Detox Basics and Probiotic 11 and Ultratherm CS, and let's say we wanted to have them do Love and Peas and Nature's Harvest, and then we wanted to have them do a Clean Start Mild, those will be added to the list of suggestions, and I will show you in just a moment where that appears for the participant. Also, if you wanted to add other products, you can do it through this rapid entry form. So if you want to add the stock number or the name of the product, it will come up. So let's say we want to recommend 7 Keto to Scott, and how about Fixated? We can go ahead and recommend those, and they will appear in his list. So that's how the product recommendations work. You also can easily delete a product if you decide you don't want them to have that suggestion anymore, or if you wanted to change their program as you go, you can come in and edit this at any point. So that is the participant portal. Let me hop over to the participant page. So give me just a second here, and I will get that pulled up. Okay, good, and I'm seeing some good questions come in, so we will make sure that we can get to those in just a minute. Just got to get logged into a participant account really quick, and then we'll keep moving along. All right, here we go. So this is the same portal, but it is from Scott's perspective as a participant. So there's a couple of additional features on here that are available for the participants so that they can see that. The first one is to register for the IN.FORM challenge. So It says he's currently not registered, but he can actually click right here to register. So let me take you through that so that, that you can see how that works. So we will start a new registration, and then we're going to pick who is registering for the challenge. So we're going to pick Scott. We're going to go ahead and put in his date of birth. We'll just put in a date there. Scott's really not that old, I promise. All right, and we'll go ahead and put in Scott's height, and then it pulls over the BioTracker data from the first entry if it's been put in. And then there's a spot where, why are you entering the challenge? So we'll put a little message in there, and you can definitely write more than that, but just for time's sake, we'll go ahead and put that in. So if you've done the challenge before or have participants, you'll know that the other part of it is the photos. So the photos are required in order to complete registration. So we'll go ahead and put those photos in, which we need the proof of date, the one with the newspaper, the front from head to toe, the profile, and then also the back from head to toe. And if you notice in all of these pictures, she's wearing very form-fitting clothing. There's not any clutter in the background. We tried to get it against a white backdrop, so it's really very clear to see the transformation that you've made as you go throughout the program. So we'll go ahead and upload those. And then what it will say here is when we registered, it will let us know when we can enter our final results. So after April 19th, we will be finished. Also, as soon as you register, if you've participated in the challenge already, you already are aware of this, but you start receiving weekly emails. So every week you get a little bit of motivation. You also get an email when the final results are due, so it lets you know when to come in and to fill that out. And then also, if you needed to come back and edit, you are able to do that within 24 hours. If you made a mistake or something like that, you can come back in and do that. Otherwise, after that, then your submission is in, and we're good to go. So that is the challenge information. Okay, so a question came in on this about if the coach registers the participant or do they register themselves. So the participant will actually need to go in and register themselves so that they can be logged in on their account. But if you go to the portal, it had the message right here at the top that they click on. So all they need to do is click right there and then just do exactly what we did, filled in the form and submitted the photo, and then they're good to go. So you'll really want to encourage them to do that. Let's go ahead and refresh this page so you can see what happens after you've enrolled in the challenge. So you can see here it says IN.FORM Challenge Enrolled. It will show the before picture and then has a spot for that after picture when you're done. And then you can also click here to go to more details about the challenge. So just like you could see on the participant details page, the participant can see their progress and their BioTracker data. The nice thing about the BioTracker data is either you can put it in there for them or they can put it in themselves. So either way will work, whatever makes it more simple and easy for your group. So both of you have access to that. All right, and then a few other different things on their portal is they'll be able to see their coach. You can see their picture and their contact information if they've chosen to share that. Also, they can see their messages that their coach has shared with them. They can see their group information. So they can see the name of their group, the date and the time, the meeting location. They have easy access to that. If you ever share with them a group schedule message that I showed you back on the portal, that message would appear right here. So if there's ever an exception, if you're meeting on Wednesdays this week instead of Tuesdays, you could share that message there. And then also, they can view all of the products that you suggested for them. And the other great thing is it's really simple. They can just add them to cart from right here. And then they can come up and they're in their shopping cart and they can do the checkout. So that is a really nice feature, makes it very simple for them to to access that. So those are the main features of all of the portals, and I do see quite a few questions that have come in. So I want to take some time to address those. Okay, let's just look here. All right, so somebody did ask if this is going to be live for Canada. Jenna, it will be live soon for Canada. It probably will be about another month before it's available in Canada, but it is coming very soon. Okay, Melanie's asking, she started a group for January, but she hasn't uploaded any of her information yet. Can she go and put it in this new portal? Definitely you can do that. So Melanie, you can take your information and you can go ahead and submit it on this new portal, and that is just fine. Our existing place to submit groups, I will go ahead and leave the link up for a couple more weeks, but then after that we're going to completely switch over to this. So I do strongly encourage you to go ahead and use this new tool. Like I said, it will be available tomorrow morning. Because it really will just be much more simple, and there's a lot of really great features here that you can use. Okay, just one second here. Let's just look at these questions. Okay, so Rovin asked does the system suggest the products based on their BioTracker information? So it doesn't. We actually leave the recommendations and the suggestions completely up to you. You'll be working with that person and you'll know best. So we didn't do anything like that, but like I showed you, it's really simple that you can just put those in, the products that you'd like to suggest. Okay, so Jareen asked, if two coaches are teaching together, who gets the I-Inspire points? So only one account can get the I-Inspire points, so you'll have to choose whoever's the primary person, and they are going to be the ones that needs to upload their information. So it's not possible to split that, so one of you would have to be the main person that would get that credit. All right, this is a great question coming from Doreen. She wants to know, do they have to be an NSP member to be able to access the member portal? So they do not. Non-members can also access the portal. One thing is how it will work essentially is members can log in and they can get to this at any time. Non-members will have to go through the link that comes in their welcome email. So they have to access it through that link or they can't get to it. The other really great thing is, so if you have a non-member that goes to the portal and they decide to sign up and become a member, it will automatically autofill you as a sponsor so that you're ensuring that they are getting signed up under you. All right, let's look at some of these other questions. Okay, so this question is, can non-members participate in the IN.FORM challenge? So the answer to that one is no. So only members can be a part of the challenge. So that would be an incentive for them to become signed up with Nature Sunshine so that they could participate in the challenge. Because if you remember, anybody that joins and completes the IN.FORM challenge will receive a $25 product credit. And so we need them to have a Nature Sunshine account in order to award that to them. All right, let me just keep looking at these questions. These are really good. Okay, this is from Melanie. She is wondering, is the downline report specific to IN.FORM or will it include all NSP downlines? So Melanie, right now that is all of your NSP downlines. So that's something that we're looking at making available, but right now it will just show everybody in your NSP downline. Okay, so Marilyn wanted me to repeat something. I mentioned before that if a non-member goes to the portal and they decide to maybe order the products that you suggested, or they decide to sign up to become a member, because they came through that link, they will automatically be signed up underneath you. So there's no concern about them maybe ending up on the wrong website or anything like that. They will be signed up under you automatically. All right, so let's just take a look here if there were any others. All right, so this is a question about the assistant coach feature. So basically how that works is you're just flagging them that they are an assistant coach in your group so that we know that this person is assisting you, but it doesn't really affect anything else. So it doesn't do anything with splitting I.N.FORM points or anything like that. It's just so that we know that that person is assisting you, just so that we can understand a little bit better about how the groups are working. So it's just something that is a flag, but it doesn't really affect QV points or I.N.FORM points or promotions or anything like that. So it's just for us to understand better what's going on. Okay, so Cheryl's wondering, how do you access this page? So essentially, I don't believe that it's in the menu yet, but there's this little IN.FORM section right here, and there will be a new link starting tomorrow that will say IN.FORM Coach Portal. So all you need to do is be logged in and click on that link, and you'll have access right into it. So it's really simple to get into it and to start accessing the information that's available. All right. Okay, well, let's go back to the slides really quick because I have a couple of announcements, and then if any other questions come in, we will make sure to try and get those answered. So this is our Start Your Group promotion. So if you start a group this month and you have at least 5 qualified participants, you're going to receive this prize package that altogether is worth over $250. So by starting your group, you get the Nature's Harvest samples, the 11-piece samples, Smart Meal vanilla samples, and then a bag of the sugar-free 11-piece, plus a box of Stick Sated, and then 15 of the Anxious List samples. Plus there's 2 additional items. You get 10 of the NSP Power Shakers, and then also 10 reusable IN.FORM bags. So it's an awesome prize package. You could use it to make little sample packets that you could give out to participants, or you could just give those as prizes in your group. So it's just some fun things that you can do there. So that's the prize package that we have going on this month. So let's go back to the questions because I think that's pretty much all that we've got today since we've done the tour. Let me just look really quick. Okay, so this is from Janice. She is wondering, can you sign up a new member under one of your other members through this portal? So Janice, the sign up process works exactly the same. So if you wanted to do a sign up and put them under someone else, you can definitely do that. If the non-member comes to this through the portal on their own, it will autofill your account number in, but that doesn't mean that it can't be changed. If you tell them a different number to put in, they can easily go and do that. All right, and then I've had a question come in from a couple of people, Doreen and Teresa, about existing groups that are in the system, if they're going to be automatically uploaded or transferred over to the new portal. So we are working on that. When you log in tomorrow, those definitely won't be there yet, but it's something that we're going to work on getting that moved over. It's a process of getting that existing information over into the new system. So kind of stay tuned on that, but it is something that we're working on. Let's see here if there's any other questions that I might have missed. All right, I think that I've covered the majority of them. So I think that we're going to go ahead and wrap things up a little bit early today. Like I said, this will be available to you starting tomorrow morning. In our coaches email that we'll send out tomorrow, we'll make sure to put a reminder that this is now available so that you can remember to go in and check it out. But I really encourage you to make good use of these tools that are available to you. I think with the new functionality with uploading the BioTracker data and seeing those graphs and suggesting products, that there's really going to be some great resources for you and for your participants to visit our website and be able to access that information. So I think that it's really great. And as a reminder, we'll have our webinar next week, January 26th, so mark your calendar to join us then. I did get one more question that came in from Sarah. She is wondering if we are doing an IN.FORM training in Dallas, and that is true. We have a couple of things actually. So we have a certification coming up, and I believe that it is next, well, I think that it's on the 30th. It will show up as Arlington, Texas. So you can actually see that. Oh, let's see here. You know what? Let's just go double check on the website. We'll show you right where that is. So if we go over to our site and go under Become a Coach, all of the upcoming things will be listed. So we've got one coming up. Oh, it's February 20th in Arlington, which is really close to Dallas. And then at convention, which is in April, we have got a certification that will be the Sunday after convention. And then there also will be an advanced training, which I encourage all of you to be a part of, especially if you're coming to convention, because it's really going to be really great and you won't want to miss it. So mark your calendar for that. Let's just look at the calendar here. It would be March 17th, which is a Sunday. So that is when the training in Dallas will be. So thank you so much for joining us on today's webinar and for your participation. You guys had awesome questions, and I'm really excited to get this launched tomorrow and see if you guys make good use of it. I really am excited to have this resource available to you, and I'm excited to see all those groups be submitted. I'm going to have to check on it tomorrow. So thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next week. Thank you.